cloak.
Those are probably
more information on what those are later.
because they're homebrew.
Exactly, because why would I do anything normal?
Play.
Just kind of like
I made myself have more work to give you guys a unique
So
experience.
what the book does is the book allows you to have access to a very special spell. Now,
Oh.
mechanically speaking, this spell is Eldritch Blast, but
Okay.
thematically speaking, it's Eldritch Blast as if it was made out of complete and pure shadow energy that
Ooh.
inches towards the target like an outstretching hand, and when it touches them, they feel a cold necrotic energy drain the life
Ooh.
from them as it squeezes their heart.
Oh, I like that.
But mechanically, it's Eldritch Blast.
It's Eldritch Blast with extra steps.
It's Eldritch
still not-
Blast with flavor.
That too.
And all we're gonna say is Shikamaru.
Ah, yes.
Remember Shikamaru when he casts his shadow thing? On the
Yes.
one episode, it creeps up on the throat and tightens, and then it kind of
Yeah.
dissolves. That.
Okay.
See,
That
that
makes
doesn't.
sense.
That's a thematic reward that doesn't overbalance anything and give somebody like super powered super spell or something, right? But is
Fair.
awesome. That's a cool ability.
Oh, she already had Eldritch Blast.
I do.
But now she has an Eldritch Blast that is shadow themed.
Fair.
It's the same spell. No difference in mechanics. It just looks different.
You now have a
Now
shot
you
at
do-
it, potentially.
Now you don't
Ah.
even have to write up a custom item because all it is a description.
Fair enough. Also, Leona, you feel that your patron is happy.
Oh.
If
Cool.
you're happy and you know what, get thanked by your patron.
If you're happy, you know what? Can I get more spell slots, patron, please?
Please
don't-
give
you
me
don't know
more
why.
slot.
You don't know why he's happy or what piece of the board that has been moved, but he's happy. Something that he moved was fruitful.
I have to ask about that later, it seems. A happy patron is a good patron.
All right, Rose. It is just about 9:00.
It is. And after you get your stuff, he will bid you a good night, kiss your hand, and walk you out to wherever you want to go for staying purposes.
And gentlemanly lead you home, leave you at your door, bid you farewell, and walk off into the evening alone and to get mugged because he's a rich guy in a bad neighborhood, probably.
Probably.
He's not helpless.
What do you mean it's a bad neighborhood? This is the noble town. Oh, no, this is a lesser nobles district. I'm sorry. No, I'd better be careful. They're going to rob me any second. Oh my god, here comes the guards now.
But yeah, she will thank him.
You'll say, well, you're very welcome.
And she goes, again, just because you take me on these dates doesn't mean you're getting brownie points, boy.
It just means I can show you how beautiful and wonderful you are, and how much you truly deserve.
She kind of looks at him like, if I want something, I'll just get it myself.
Yes, but
She's very independent. She's very independent.
He'll literally go, but where's the fun in that? I want to have somebody I can spoil and get slapped for every once in a while.
She goes, I don't need to be spoiled.
But it's fun
Sorry,
getting
I'm, like-
slapped. It's fun getting slapped for spoiling such an independent woman.
She rolls her eyes. She could practically hear her mother going, no, dump his ass.
He's willing to spend money on you for anything you ask him to, more or less. Also, Neil, I need the information for that date stuff because we're gonna need to start using that.
He was willing to spend money on her, and she's like, "Ew, no."
He's not trying to buy her.
I know, but still, she's like, "No."
For now.
Also, that was one combat. I have more for next couple sessions. Alright, that being said, it is 9. This is our time for our wrap-up. Neil, you're up first, because I want to pick on you. What was your favorite
Why?
part? And what do I need to improve?
My favorite part was yes. And what do you need to improve? The combat could have been a little bit better. Those guys
Better
were
how?
very tough. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying they were very tough.
Okay.
3 of them may have been too much, but it was certainly exciting.
Yay!
I mean, still better than that one time she nearly freaking TKO'd 3 of our members.
Flap, 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 flap. Where'd everybody go?
Hey,
You would
Fuck.
never live that down, by the way, Rose. You would never live that down.
ZZ, you should have been there in my previous campaign. I have not lived that down religiously. Every fucking week for about 4 or 5 weeks straight, I almost killed them. Unintentionally. And what I did was I used the CR thing on D&D Beyond to make combat encounters with actual monsters. And I put it like a sliver, just a tiny sliver away from being deadly. And it nearly killed them every time. But the minute I brought it in too deadly or was just under a sliver, so like a little bit more than a sliver, it was perfectly fine. But that near sliver to almost deadly was going to kill the party every time. And for 4 sessions straight, I had almost killed the party. 2 separate teams.
I don't know if that's your fault, Rose, or if they're just a bunch of underachievers at that point. I don't know,
no,
man.
it was 100% Rose.
We had a good team, we did. But I tried to balance it with the CRs, with the team, with what the
And
levels were, using it.
the CRs for 5th edition are shit.
Are
They're
absolutely
not very
garbage.
they
good.
are.
They really are.
They don't they
Player
only
that didn't
really
give a shit.
factor in the amount of damage a monster can do in a turn. That is all they
True.
really factored in. They didn't factor in its other abilities, its resistance is nothing. It was just
Yeah, it's really
the
bad.
2024 stuff has balanced that out a bit and they do look better, but at the same time, the encounters are going to be harder.
Honestly, I just still refuse to let you live down the ceiling incident. That's all.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm having issues with that in my Pathfinder. Yeah. I was having issues with that in my Pathfinder campaign, so I get it.
My only issue is with that encounter. We had a player that didn't give a shit about the other players and wanted to bounce.
Oh, what's his face that run the tortured cleric?
No, the one that ran the goblin thing.
Goblin thing?
A Varkin or whatever?
Varkin?
Oh, Ryle.
Yeah.
The AI, the acquisitions specific creature.
The guy that likes to self-insert.
Yeah. Yeah, Ryle. Yeah. No, I gotcha. Anyway, Zizi, what is your favorite part?
Favorite part would have to probably be mortal combating the guy, honestly. Honestly, I kind of did badass things for the whole encounter, so I feel like I'm pretty good on that.
Oh, you did pretty damn good, yes.
You did really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And improvement? Good?
I mean, it's more of a thing with me that I gotta stop sidetracking us. But other than that, I think we're fine. I got no notes for you, Rose. I just
Improvement.
need to stop sidetracking.
Improvement, ADHD. We have
But
ADHD tag on our streams for a reason.
Okay.
No dying.
Remember, I'm sick.
I know.
And
So, yeah.
No dying.
Alright, Dash, you're up.
um, first, I'm trying to think if there was any moment I would consider like my favorite or the most fun. Um, I guess the realization of the wanted posters was pretty interesting. Combat was fun. Definitely hard, but only hard because we was ambushed. I think if we was going into this like a head on combat, I think it might would have been easier versus an ambush
Yeah,
combat. But I'm not saying that's a bad thing because an ambush is supposed to be that. When you get an ambush, it's supposed to be a lot harder. So that's the point. So you're not getting any points deducted from that. I'm just saying like
Woo!
that was actually pretty fun though.
Yay! Why'd you like my combat? That's fucking prize! I will take that! You almost never say you like my combat. That's a
Yeah.
fucking win!
I like a little bit of a struggle when it comes to combat, but also something that's
Oh, you're
still
gonna love these
winnable, but
combats then.
struggle.
You're gonna love these combats then. Neil's had a little bit of a preview, and there's only one real fight that I'm overly worried about,
That's fair.
that I might have to adjust.
But outside of that though, um yeah, I'll pretty much say that today was pretty good. Improvement wise, for the most part, I want to say that we was all here. I know there was a few things starting off in the beginning that kind of slowed us down as well as like break, but I feel like we didn't really get too far. Maybe it's just me. I'm not sure. I feel like we only did like 2 or 3
Combat
things.
took a little longer than I expected.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's all.
Outside of that though, all good. I definitely say combat management time, which I know is still work with you.
Look, it's difficult to manage 5 players and 4 enemies. Well, 3 enemies
All I have to say, Rose,
and a
is once you
potential
start getting to
4th.
the point where you can input 3 combats in a single session, I say you be doing good then.
I'm sorry!
Oh,
Neil has a hard time putting 2
it is
into
hard.
a session! Fuck
I,
you!
that's because of how long you guys take in combat.
Yes.
Most
But
of what
anyway,
I was doing was
Supposedly,
waiting on you guys!
supposedly there are people out there that get into a combat and have their entire combat done in under 10 minutes. Us, we're lucky to get past the hey, let's roll initiative in under 10 minutes.
I agree. I agree. I'm one of those people who will try to push combat to get done within about 10 minutes.
I like
Yeah,
short combat. I like fast combat, but but at the same time, I want slightly descriptive combat. I'm not
Yes.
saying we didn't do good combat. I'm saying
Yeah, I'm
I
just
like
saying,
yeah.
Rose.
slightly. I like slightly descriptive because okay, normally it's like I roll, I roll, I roll. Ah, fuck! I hit, I missed, I missed. I don't need to that to be described as I slash valiantly.
I,
No,
I'm,
unless the DM says, "How would you like to end her?"
oh,
And
absolutely.
you go,
Yeah.
now I get to describe some shit.
Oh, yeah. Me
Yeah.
personally, like,
I'm
if I
bad
do
at
a long
description.
combat, it's going to be more of a descriptive combat. Like, oh, you got a crit on that enemy? Well, that enemy just lost his arm. What you want to do now? Type combats. But
Yes, the
I
issue
digress. I
is
digress.
having players know what they want to do ahead of time and stating it and getting through it quickly is the
Yeah,
challenge.
that's a challenge because then
Yep.
one person's like, "Wait, how do I do insert a rules question?" And that breaks down
Exactly.
into somebody going, "Oh, I remember that rule one time." And then 20 minutes later, the DM goes, "Wait a minute, weren't we doing something?" And one of the players goes, "Yeah, let's order pizza." And someone says, "Can I have a Mountain Dew?"
In the fridge!
That's great. But no. Outside of that, Rose, that's pretty much really only it. I mean, me personally, like I said before, me personally, I am a fast combat DM, but that's also because of the fact I like the script of fast combat. But I know not everyone's for that. That's just me personally. That's it.
I figured I was more or less quick because I knew what most of my things
Oh yeah,
were.
absolutely was. We're not going into a day 2 of combat.
Yeah, I kept my combats mostly to one session.
Wait, day 2? What is this fucking DBC?
Oh
Oh, dude,
yeah.
my old combat was horrendous, and even in 3.5. And 3.5 is crunchy as fuck. Oh my god. Ah.
If
Yeah,
I
I think at one
remember
point we was like,
correctly, I remember her describing to me in details, almost in tears, a 3 week long storyline of progression that was one combat, once a week sessions.
yes, yes.
Yes,
And it
yes.
was 3 sessions
I
of the
was so
same
happy with
combat
it
because of tediousness or something.
because of people. We'll put it that way.
Just like, oh my, oh my.
Yeah.
3.5 was crunchy and it was not okay. I'm much happier with 5e. It's way less crunchy, way less. How do I do this? And you're
Honestly,
flipping
I
through five
still
fucking
prefer the
pages.
3.5. I'm not gonna lie to anybody.
Ugh,
I still prefer
nah.
3.5. I still prefer the negative effects of 3.5 because it just made character sheets a lot more interesting, in my opinion. But yeah,
Oh, also, my favorite part is Lyra's situationship, where he's like, notice me, senpai, and she's like, fuck off, no.
Let me let you walk on me, my lady.
only with the
Love
spike
me.
Let
heels.
me be your
It has to be with
carpet.
the spike heels. Anyways,
Grind
Right.
me into the dirt beneath your heels.
okay, you starting to sound a little bit more like my merchant over there. Okay.
But
My merchant was definitely one more of the fun characters I've made. I hope I can bring him back at some point.
what?
My merchant. You remember the merchant and the who was the one
Oh
that
yeah, the merchant.
yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to tell you, Neil, to do Renee for
I
Dash.
can't remember if I can.
That's all good.
I,
Anyways,
my, my
She says
brain's not.
French.
My brain is working in a French accent right now.
is there
Okay.
anybody left who still needs to do their thing while we're at 10:13?
Nope.
All right.
Nope. And Rose is in the shitter.
Oh, so
Yes.
Rose, how you want to say goodbye to your crew?
Poop poop doo.
She can't right now, so
She's
Do 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 do.
indisposed.
Here's
give her
number
give her a
You,
two.
you
second.
you've caught her with her pants down, as it were.
Yes.
Always.
She tried to hold it in and it didn't work.
Always at the inconvenience of time.
It was a rock bottom
Right.
sail.
It truly was.
Yes.
Ooh, ha, ha, ha.
Anyways, I still got work tomorrow because I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, frick.
Damn! Why would you want
Yeah.
to do that?
I don't want to. I just have no choice at the
Alright, I
moment.
think she's coming.
True,
Alright.
true.
Yeah, I know. I need to go get something to eat. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Alright,
Have a
Bye
good
Talk
bye.
to
one.
y'all later. Bye. Bye.
Have an
bye.
actual
Bye.
outro.
said what, Rose?
So I actually have an outro. So give me 2 seconds.
Oh, camera smash.
Alright, so thank you everybody for being here. Sorry for being indisposed near the end there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to support our channel. Also, go follow us on our wonderful YouTube at Sarelth, Sarelth, as well as being able to follow us on Dash's Twitch channel, Dash Blaze, my normal gaming channel, Rose Barks, and if you want to find us on TikTok, it's under Fire and Flames Cometh, and my regular one, Rose and the Garden. You can also find me on Instagram under Lilac King Karen. And you can find our Patreon under Rose Barks and Fire and Flames Cometh. We also, for the last thing that we have, is Coffee under Sorrel and Rose Barks, where you can send messages, and we will try to do those when we get a couple of those going on. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being square, and we will see you next time. We love each and every one of you, and remember, above all else, that you are loved,